Hi, my name is Eric Chen, and I'm a licensed attorney in Maryland and founder of Zen Legal Planning LLC. Today, I'm going to go into 8 reasons why most people pass away without a will. Will have the power to specify new owners of our property upon death, but based on results from surveys, between 60 to 75% of Americans die without a will. That includes some of the most famous and wealthy people, including President Abraham Lincoln and billionaire Howard Hughes. Basically, what happens when someone passes away without a valid will is called intestate. It's spelled intestate. Each state has different intestate laws that govern distribution of assets. So at that point, the state gets to decide who gets what. So you might be curious as to why so many people die without a will. And I'm going to go into 8 major reasons why. First, lack of property. A lot of people think they don't have enough assets to pass down, so why even bother preparing a will? However, it's important for someone with limited means to have an effective will because in some states, the right of the surviving spouse to deal with household items and other property may be subject to the claims of the children if there is no will. Also, a valid will allows the person to nominate a guardian for minor children based on the person's preferences, rather than letting a judge decide based on his determination of best interests of the child, which can be very vague and inconsistent with the person's wishes. Second, unaware of the importance. Many people have serious misconception about distribution of property at death. They think their assets are definitely going to specific people, but shocked to find out otherwise. Third, indifference. This one is fairly common, and I hear all the time about people saying, you can't take it with you. Well, it is true, but for people with younger children, having a plan will make the spouse and children's life a lot easier and also reduce the stress involved in distributing the assets. Fourth, cost. Some people simply cannot afford an attorney-drafted will. Some people would rather spend the money elsewhere, have better things to do with their money. And some people resort to economical ways of preparing a will, such that maybe through self-help will kits or online programs. I'm not going to go into the consequences that may follow using the economical approaches, but just to let you know that some of the services are provided by people without license to practice law. Fifth, time and effort. Even for simple estates, will preparation process requires significant investment of time and effort. For example, a client goes into a meeting with an attorney. The client has not given enough thoughts about all aspects of property distribution or may need to supply additional information. And the entire process could take several meetings before a thorough and well-drafted plan is prepared. Sixth, complexity. Wills may become extremely complex, especially if the client has complicated family situations such as owning businesses or owning foreign assets or has large estate, enough to trigger wealth transfer tax consequences. Although complexity probably won't deter a person from executing a will, but it doesn't help the cause. Seventh, admission of mortality. We all have to die at some point, but for some reason, people believe they would not live long after preparing a will, even if they were in good health. People procrastinate the preparation of a will, and usually indefinitely, as a conscious defense against admitting their own mortality. People simply don't want to talk about death and plan for it. Eighth, reluctance to reveal private facts. To prepare a well-planned will, a testator or the person making the will needs to disclose personal and private matters such as if there is extramarital affairs, children born out of wedlock, the value of properties, medical conditions, and family situations. A lot of people may not feel comfortable disclosing those information. So those are the 8 common reasons why people pass away without a will. In my next video, I will go into more details about wills and benefits of having a will. Stay tuned.